Hello guys. Yeah, we already have our first comment. So we're in the radio station right this second, just got off air. I'm really freaking bored, so I thought I'd get on for a couple minutes. Chat if anyone wants to chat. I'll show you around the station if you want to. But I have the speakers turned off right now because I don't want to get a copyright claim with the music playing in the background. So yeah, I'll give you a little tour around our radio station before we take off. We have a mini fridge with nothing in it right now. And right now everything's blank because it's kind of a slow season, slow time of year. I'm the general manager here. So we just have some of our equipment. We've got 4 microphones in the main studio. Our soundboard and our music software with music, but again, not playing that. This is the EAS, the Emergency Alert System. So, oh wow, Trains of California, thank you. I appreciate the donation. Everything I make off of this goes into the channel. Right now, all the money I'm making off of advertising and any super chats I am getting and using for the New York City trip this summer. So stay tuned. So this is the emergency alert system, so when that annoying thing comes on and screams at you that there is either a test or a weather warning, this is what does that. Yes, we have an app. We are on the TuneIn radio app. I don't think I have a flyer or anything for it in here, but we're on the TuneIn radio app, 90.7 FM. You can get us on there. Here's the other microphones we're in here. Put my note off the door and shut this for a minute. So here is our FM transmitter. We're an FM station. Of course, we also have the app, but this is our transmitter. So this is how we reach about a 40-mile radius. And there's our logo on the window. That's the back side of it. Yes, bud. You can ask questions or anything. I can see the chat, so I can answer questions. So, in terms of, oh yeah, here's that fancy on-air light that everyone's got on their stations. In terms of me being on the air, I am on air on Mondays from 1 to 3 Eastern Time, and from Wednesdays from 6 to 8. I just got off air a couple minutes ago. This is our production studio. It's off of the main studio, and this is what we use to record things so that we don't interrupt whatever is actually playing on air. So we actually have 2 studios in here. The station's name, it is 90.7. It's an FM station. It's WGCC. It's based out of the college in Batavia. Here's, if you can see it, try and get where the background's not in the way. So, yeah, we're based out of the college, a non-commercial station. I've only been with the radio station for almost a year now, and I'm already general manager. Look at that. And they needed one, they liked me, and I ended up getting picked. So, yeah, so I run the show now. So we're gonna head out of the station here, and it's still kind of daylight out. Let's see if we get any. Yeah, you can kind of see there's a nice sunset out there. See if I can get a better angle around the corner of the building. Yeah, we got a nice sunset out there tonight. Anyway, we're gonna lock up the station because we're done here for the night. I've got all my stuff with me. Just make sure I turn the speakers back on and then get out of here so I don't get a copyright claim on it. Red Hot Chili Peppers is playing right now. Okay. We can now head out. We prop this door. And we're good to go. We're going to take an elevator ride in a minute. Actually, I know what I have to do first. I have to hang that back up. So, let me just find the closest room that's open. What you guys are about to see, none of you saw this. User room. None of you see me doing this. I have to steal some tape from this room to hang up our emergency response card that fell off the wall. I think this is a science room. Here's our logo. And now you just saw a flash of me. Okay, let me hang this back up real quick. This isn't, school assets. Well, it's a college, same thing. I'll just prop you up on a window for a second while I hang this back on the wall. Okay, guys, come on, it's just tape. Besides, the safety office will have a fit if if this card isn't hung up. And since I'm general manager, I have to take care of this. If you join the company on Roblox, Robloxia Railroad Co., and you send an application and the application gets accepted, you will be trained. There's also a Discord server, so if you Google Robloxia Railroad System, you'll find, it's a Google site, so you'll find our website. On there, you can get the application. And there's also a Discord server join code on it too. Okay, turn the lights off in here. We're all set. And we can lock up the studio. So logo again. And now, yeah, these old fire alarm poles. Honeywell fire alarm system here. In case there's any fire alarm enthusiasts on here. And now we will put this tape back where it belongs. This is pretty much the room that we ransack whenever we need staples or tape because it's right next door and they always leave it open. See, that's the card that I had to hang up, but it was in our room. Now, we're gonna ride an elevator. So, if I have any elevator enthusiasts, because I know I have some elevator followers, because I upload them periodically, we're gonna ride a ThyssenKrupp. But first, if we look out the window over here, well, there's no train, but the railroad tracks are out there. And there's a spider on the window. No train right this second, but the railroad tracks are out there. So, we're gonna ride a ThyssenKrupp. This used to be a Dover round button classic, but it was modernized about 2 years ago by ThyssenKrupp. It is also takes a long time to come. Okay, I will check my Roblox messages probably late tonight. Yeah. And there it is. We're gonna go down to the first floor. We're up on the third. These are hydraulic. If you'd like to see a Dover impulse, I can show you an impulse before we leave. Only if you want to see it though. Okay, we'll show the impulse before we leave. Here we are at the first floor. There's no classic leveling on this. Now let's go to the Impulse. And if I didn't drop stuff on the ground, it would be nice. This is our cafeteria, by the way. And just because I'm addicted, before we leave, I gotta get myself a drink for the ride home. So let me get the only cash I have on me. And gee, I wonder what I'm going to get. Baja Blast, of course. I love Baja Blast. And now, since that was a $5 bill, I'm gonna have $3 worth of quarters. There was one time in Syracuse, I was on my way back from New York City, and I put a $20 bill in the vending machine and got $18 worth of quarters. That was awful. Our cafe car, okay, here's the deal. CSX has policies not to kick passenger cars, and they kicked our cafe car into a string of box cars in Niagara Yard, and they smashed the knuckle, the drawbar, and the buffer plate, and had some draft gear damage. Okay, I'll show you the Impulse real quick before we take off. There's still no train out there. My phone is low on battery, so I'll make this quick. And then once I get to the car, I can put a charger in. Elevators here aren't very exciting. And here's the Impulse. We'll take a quick ride on it. And it's here. I'm gonna go to 3. This has a funny alarm on it. It's like a cowbell. Here we are at 3, and we'll go back down to the ground. We'll stop at P first. This has your ADA compliant phone. It's a nice elevator, it's basic. It's got a rear door, which I'm about to show you now. So P is that stage that you saw I was walking along. So it's a very short distance between the P level and the G level. Here's this. And the stage is out there. And we'll go to G, because I have to plug in. And I'm getting that low battery. Here we are at the ground. That was very slow. You can see it's got the old bumper. And we'll head out to the car. We had nice staircase there. Sorry for the shakes, but I'm trying to drink my Mountain Dew at the same time as this. So I'm doing this one-handed. They have nice lights here too. I know none of you are anywhere in the area, but if you ever do want a Western New York area community college that has great prices and very good professors and classes, Genesee is definitely a place to look into. This is a very nice college. is our courtyard. It's a pretty decent night. Clock tower. Again, sorry for the shades. I am at Genesee Community College. There's our theater. I just left our radio studio. If you watch the stream replay afterwards, you will be able to see a tour of the studio in 2 elevators. The audio quality is probably crap because I'm outside and it's windy. That is our Student Success Center. As you can see, I am probably the only person here. The parking lot is empty, with the exception of some cars over there. They're putting some new flower beds in. This is a brand new sidewalk, just finished a couple months ago. Actually, the entire parking lot is new. They did that because they just built this building last year. I haven't filmed the elevator in there because it's basically the same as one of them inside the main campus. So I'm not concerned about it. I'm driving a Focus today. So I'll grab my key and I'll be able to get this on a charger so we can have the stream a little bit longer. We can go over to the railroad tracks if you'd like to have a couple minutes of rail fanning. I know most of you watching this stream are rail fans, so we can hit the tracks for a couple minutes if you'd like. Let's turn the car on and make sure that we start charging. And we charger. Shut the music up. This is a Ford Focus. And if you're on, it's to see ya. Alright, well I guess we can head over to the tracks for a couple minutes. That's who? Oh, you saw the remains of the Day Out with Thomas tattoo over the weekend because I work at a railroad museum and we have Day Out with Thomas this week. So I let one of the girls give me a temporary tattoo because why not? Yes, I'm a conductor there. Actually, if you want to see something cool, I pull out of my back seat. Who here can guess what this is? You get it where you can see it. Who can guess what this is? It's a long cable, both ends are the same. Who can guess what this is? It's not an air hose. An air hose would be much thicker. It, MU, not as in locomotives, but it does function on the train. It has nothing to do with air. It does have something to do with electricity, but it's not an electric power cable. Those are bigger. I'll tell you what it is. It is a PA audio cable for between 2 train cars. So you know how you have your aux cables to hook up your phone to headphones or speakers? That is basically a massive aux cable for between 2 passenger cars. I don't have those with me because somebody left them on our train a couple weeks ago and I didn't want anyone to steal them. So I've got to put them back on our train next time we run a train ride. Besides Thomas, these cables are for the first class cars, but they're all pretty much the same. So the tracks are only a half-mile away. I hope you guys can see where we're going because I am not I'm not looking through the camera. I'm focusing on driving. If you can see it, that's our that's our medical building for the college, for a medical school. We have a good nursing program here. Just got my exhaust fixed today, so it's a lot better. I'm trying to read the chat. I don't want to while I'm driving. Elevators or trains? Personally, it can go either way. I focus my channel on trains because they're more interesting for a YouTube channel. I do elevators like on the side when I can. If you like elevators, I would go check out one of my good friends' channels, Diesel Doocy, Andrew Reams. He's a good friend of mine, and he does a lot of elevator videos. Okay, I will check my messages when I get online Roblox tonight. I think the last Roblox message I got was like 3 months ago. The only other ones I've gotten are when people add me to Team Create servers or whatever else. Gonna cross Route 33. Gotta wait for the signal light. And then the railroad crossing is just in front of us. And this crossing actually has a good internet connection, so the stream shouldn't die like it does some other days at different places. There's a collision shot. All right, I'm focusing on driving, so again, I hope you're seeing everything. This is CSX. The only Genesee Valley short lines here are the Falls Road and the Depew, Lancaster, and Western. DL&W doesn't, actually neither one of them run this time of night. And here we are at the railroad tracks. Oh god, oh look at that guys! We have a train already! And we're just pulling up. Oh, it's CSX. She's got a, looks like a medium clear. Alright, let's, I'm gonna roll down the window just because I've got my phone plugged in, so I don't want to go outside. I want to let my phone charge. Pretty good sized train. Yeah, that had a Norfolk Southern leader on it. I have a long charging cord, so I can open the door and stand up outside. I just can't walk away from the car. Lots of empties on this train. And there goes the train. Well, that was a nice surprise. Norfolk Southern leader on there. We've got a lot of foreign power lately because CSX is using a lot of foreign locomotives, just leasing them out so that they're not using their own power because CSX is CSX. So there goes that. I don't have my scanner hooked up, so I have no clue if we have another one or not. But I'll only keep the stream up for a couple more minutes anyway, because I have other stuff to do, and plus I'm gonna go home at some point tonight. Okay, the stream is probably going to take lag for about 20 seconds or so. I have to send a text message, so if it quits, I'll be back in a second. Okay guys, I am back. I just had to send a quick text message. So, I'm back now. We get Canadian Pacific a lot here. Actually, Canadian Pacific actually operates, I'm gonna sit in the car for a minute. Canadian Pacific actually operates ethanol trains here. So they bring trains full of ethanol through here. They have a couple different ones that they run. I was kind of lucky. The last stream that I had, I think it was the last one, we actually caught the Union Pacific reefer train live. Yep, that's what I was just saying. We caught the UP train live a couple weeks ago on a stream. 090 and 091. It's actually a UP train. It comes all the way from California. It stops over by the Nevada rail fan. I think he's on the stream. He was a couple minutes ago. It goes by him and then through Chicago and out here. Now y'all can ask questions or whatever. Very informal stream. Yeah, yep, Railfan for Life. It goes near you too. Before it gets here. Yep, Beer Bottle Express, some people might want to call it. It's not beer. The boxcars haul wine from the Napa Valley. So it's fruits, vegetables, and wine. The wine gets loaded on, I forgot where, Sparks maybe? I forgot where. Somebody on here has, Nevada Railfan has the answer. Railfan for Life, you might know where the boxcars with wine get added. Like I said, I'm only going to keep the stream up for a couple more minutes. I got some stuff to do tonight. I don't think we're going to have another train. Do I like boneless pizza? Well, I suppose it's better than the alternative. I'd be concerned if I had bones in my pizza. The boxcars get added somewhere in Nevada. I think it's Sparks. I don't know for sure. So now here's my question to you, California. Boneless pizza. How about, do you like boneless applesauce? I prefer boneless applesauce. I can shut the car off. A little less annoying. It'll keep charging. Oh, you like bone? See, I've never been a fan of applesauce with bone. I've always preferred it boneless. But we all have our opinions. Just like how a lot of people don't like boneless lettuce. Boneless chips, there we go. So anyway, just as an update for those of you watching, is it data or data? I say data. Some people say data, I say data. So anyway, just as an update for at least for those watching, this summer, the last week in July, first week of August, from July 30th to August 3rd, I will be in New York City. Someone I work with on the railroad and I are going out. It's the guy, his name's Brody. It's the guy that I did the car fanning April Fool's video with. You heard him talking in the background. I will be going to New York City. I go there every year. I've already been there this year, but I'll be doing a rail trip video. We're taking Amtrak down, bringing Amtrak back. and we're going to be down there for, I think, 4 nights. We're going Monday through Friday. We'll be leaving on Monday, coming back on Friday. We're staying at a hotel in Queens. I won't give you the hotel name for privacy reasons, but we're staying in a hotel in Queens. And yeah, it's Nevada, not Arizona, for the salad train. So we'll be getting 1-week subway passes. So we're going to be taking the subway everywhere. We are going to visit the Train World warehouse, where all of the model trains come from. They're one of the biggest retailers in the nation for model trains. Probably waste a lot of money there. And we're going to be stopping at, I forget the name of the place. Gilligan's, no. It's not Gilligan's Island, that's a TV show. Gallagher's Gate. It's Gallagher's Gate. It's a giant model railroad, HO scale, down in Manhattan. We're going to be going there. Let's see, where else? I don't know. I've been to New York City many times. I've done a lot of the touristy stuff. Brody's only been there once, and that was a one-nighter at Grand Central. We will be going to Grand Central again. But we're going to be going all over the place. So you'll see I'll probably make a entire video for it. So you'll get to see what we're doing down there this summer. Yes, I'll be working this summer. I'll be working all summer except for that. I mean, I'll be working probably 4 days a week. It'll be different each week. So, Boris, if you come back, let me know ahead of time when you're coming so I can get the days off. I saw someone else ask a question a minute ago. Rate my Baja Blast. 11 out of 10. I like Baja Blast. We won't be rail fanning in Queens. That's just where our hotel is. We're probably not going to be doing any rail fanning down there. Someone else. Stay away from Penn. We don't like Penn Station. It's the new Penn Station, well, the old new, is a very confusing layout. It's difficult to find your way around if you don't know what you're doing. So we are probably not going. The only reason why we might take a subway into Penn Station is we might go there to pick up Krispy Kreme donuts, because we like Krispy Kreme donuts. We also are going to have to go to Penn Station on the subway because our Amtrak train is going to come into Grand Central because they're doing the renovations. So we're going to have to take the subway shuttle from Grand Central Station to Penn Station, probably pick up a box of Krispy Kreme, and then we're going to take the subway out to Queens to our hotel. It's about a 25-minute subway ride from Penn Station to Queens. We are probably going to be taking, which one are we taking out? I think we're taking 284, leaves the Buffalo area at about like 7 o'clock in the morning. We'll be taking 284, and we're coming back, I think we're going to come back on 283. But nonetheless, it's going to be the Empire Service trains. Yeah, the Mark cab cars going down there. That's going to be interesting to see. I was hoping somebody would give Amtrak an FL9. That would be something to... I would sit at like Hudson Station or something all day just to catch an FL9 go by on an Amtrak train. That would be cool. Maybe we can go in the cab car. That'd be interesting. Probably not, though. Probably make them crew cars or something. But I just hope they fix the track down there. There is this section of track, I think it's near Hudson Station, that is horrible. It is absolutely horrible. When we went down there last summer, we thought that the amphitheatres were literally going to flip over because we were leaning so bad and it was viciously vibrating. I thought we were riding across ties. And then when I went back in March with the radio station, it was almost just as bad. actually, this is going to be one of the earlier nights that I get home. Usually I'm out fairly late. Usually tonight, Wednesday, I would be at the radio station until 10 o'clock. Because when my show ends at 8... good night, Conductor 101. My show ends at 8, and I go on somebody else's show. I'm their producer until 10. So usually I don't even get out of here till 10. So I'll actually be getting home early tonight. I'll take out of here. I'll end the stream in a couple minutes, and then I'll head out. I don't have my scanner on, so I don't know if we have a train coming. I don't feel like putting the antenna up on the roof just for 5 minutes because I have one of those 50-inch antennas. Good night, Rail Fan. Jordan, thanks for tuning in. 8102's in Buffalo. All right, guys, this stream just turned into a road trip. We'll be in Buffalo in an hour. That is false. I'm not going to Buffalo. Which one is 8102? I forgot. I'm not a foamer, so I don't have most of those memorized. Penn Central? Oh, really? Or no, Pennsylvania. That's the Pennsylvania GEVO, isn't it? Pennsylvania Railroad. I've caught the Penn Central Heritage. Actually, I caught it on this line before, leading a tank train. I think it was crude oil, might have been ethanol. I caught it out in the middle of nowhere. Went through a cornfield to get next to the tracks to see it. It was dark. Of course, an all-black Penn Central locomotive is the perfect heritage unit to catch at 10 o'clock at night when it's dark. Especially in the middle of a cornfield where there's no lights. Didn't go well. Yeah, with heritage units, you know, I like seeing them if I get the chance and it's not going to be a burden. I will come out here to see one on the CSX line. But I don't go nuts if I miss one. The one that I really wanted to see is Norfolk Southern 911 came through, I think 2 weeks ago. It came through here leading a train. And I didn't come out to see it because it was late at night. But when it came back west, it was like noon when it came through here. And I could have been here to see it if somebody had told me. No one told me. So I didn't get out here to see it, but... You know, that one I would have liked to see, but it's not the end of the world. I get another chance at some point. Yeah, stupid. You forgot to tell me. No hard feelings. Like I said, it's not a big deal. I like seeing them, but I don't get mad if I don't. A nice catch I had was the Erie Heritage. I caught that one with Railfan Fanatic out in Fairport a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago. I stayed with him for the night, and the next morning I get up. I'm like, yeah, we got a heritage unit coming. He's a foamer, so of course, you know, he went code brown in his pants. So as soon as he got new pants, we went out to the tracks and caught it. And then the other one that I caught, I think last summer, was I caught the Southern Pacific Daylight Heritage leading that fruit train. Yeah, Bud Metro. You can just, if you have questions, you can just say your questions. You don't have to ask a question. I'm very informal on these streams. I'm lucky I get 10 people on them. That's why I don't do them very often. If I had people tuning in regularly for these streams, I would be tempted to do them more. The other problem I have is I have a very limited data plan. We get, you wouldn't get your butt whipped, but I don't accept friend requests on Roblox from random people. I wouldn't be mad, but it wouldn't be accepted anyway. The best way is to follow me. You can send me a request on Discord. I accept those. I accept those more generously if you're in like some of my servers or something, but I don't accept Roblox requests. So you can always message me on Discord. My DMs are public. But yeah, the other problem I have is a very limited data plan. We have 8 gigabytes of data per month across 8 phones. Or not 8 phones, 4 phones. 8 gigabytes a month for 4 phones. So it's a very limited plan. So I can't go out and do streams very often. That's why I do like a couple a month. The only ones that I can do a lot are at the Railroad Museum because we have Wi-Fi. So when I'm at the museum, I can stream. But since I'm at work when I'm there, since it's my paying job, I can't do much. Usually I'll just set the camera up on the train layout and just let you watch some of the trains go by because we run like 200 car freight trains on our layout. One of the few HL scale layouts that can run trains. Well guys, it's been fun. Think I'm gonna get off the stream here. I gotta make a quick stop and then I'm gonna be heading home. If you come to the museum, it's in Medina, you can look it up. Well, I mean, you've seen it, you've seen the pictures and stuff before. If you do come to the museum, a train request. Oh, I get it. Okay, I don't take requests often, but I mean, you can always send one. That's not a problem. But yeah, if you're coming to the museum at all, message me ahead of time on Discord or something, and see what my work schedule is for the days that you're gonna be here. And if I'm working, of course, I can show you around the museum. If I'm not, I can come in and show you around. The only thing I request is if you're under 18, I do like to have a parent at least at the museum with you. It's just some of that New York State legal shit. And then if you and your family want to go rail fanning, if it's a day that I am not busy and I don't have any plans, I can take you rail fanning. Like Boris, I was going to take you rail fanning, but you guys were busy that night. So if you come back, Boris, I can take you rail fanning this summer, you guys. Same line, it's nothing different than what you would get from your house when you stay here, but nonetheless, might as well. Yeah, MBTA, if you came up, you would be the third. The first was Build Into Trains. Boris was the second. I met Build Into Trains. It was actually funny. I was at the New York State Fair. I took Amtrak to Syracuse for the fair. They've got a little tiny Amtrak station there. It's basically just a little asphalt pad with a step box. And Build Into Trains was telling me that he was on Amtrak that day. He was on 63. So when that train made the stop at the State Fair, I was over at the station there. He jumped off the train for a minute and we said hi. And then it was like a 2-minute stop, so he got back on the train and before he missed the train. I think he was going to Toronto for something. But yeah, Boris, you came up just to see the museum. Speak like I didn't have any major derailments that day. Like today, I'll put a picture up on the Robloxia Railroad Discord later, Boris. I had a derailment today where I flipped over a whole bunch of heavyweight Pullmans. A baggage car had flipped over and I went to push the train backwards to recouple to it. And a coupler glad hand caught on a switch and just flipped the entire train off a curve. Crushed a couple people in a house and knocked a vehicle off of a grade crossing. My Discord got screwed. I don't know. I'm not on Discord right now. I know it was actually Pennsylvania Railroad with New York Central Pullmans. I know Matt is on Discord right now. He usually keeps ordering things. I'll be on Discord in a couple minutes. I'll check through things before I head out of here when I end the stream. But well, guys, like I said, it was fun. I am gonna end the stream because like I said, I gotta make a stop before I head out, and then I gotta head out. There's a big tanker truck crossing the tracks. Just kind of made a quick stop right in the middle of the grade crossing. That was dangerous and, quite frankly, illegal. But, well, like I said, if I had a bigger data plan, I would do more of these streams, but I don't, so I'm on very limited data. So if I ever get a bigger plan, I'll do more of these. Otherwise, this will be the best you get for a while. If you want to see more layout videos or something else, let me know. You can, I mean, I'm shutting down now, so you can't really chat, but you can leave a comment on the replay of this video if you want to see more layout videos or more elevators, whatever you want to see more of. You can leave me comments and whatnot, and I can try and get those, you know, do some videos and get them uploaded. I am starting to catch up on rail fanning uploads. I'm in the middle of last year's September. I got to finish last year August, and then I have last year September. And I didn't get a whole ton over the winter, so about 70, 80 videos to go and I'll be caught up. Maybe more. But that's that. So thank you all for tuning in, and you all have a good night. I'm taking off. That's it.